Oh, how we feeling, Max?
Oh, baby. I couldn't be more groovy.
Yeah. We're feeling mighty groovy in the spot today. We're about to come through talking about ladies. Maxie got a girlfriend and he like her lots. Me, I got a few ladies chilling on the lot. Yeah, I got a lady that look like Audrey Hepburn. Every time she comes around, ooh, she give me heartburn. And I got a lady that look like Queen Latifah. I love her. I wanna suck on her teeth. And
then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's my main thing, dog. Love my Larry David lady. Love to bring her out. Love to show her off. And I love to feed her food. I love to go home with her when she's in the mood.
Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David.
I know some of y'all feel me out there on that one. Oh, got my Larry David lady. And I love her so, yeah. Love my Larry David lady. She a little bald and that's alright. She got glasses, I like glasses. I love you, Larry David.
Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry.
Oh, shit, okay.
Like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry. Then I got a lady look like Larry.
This rocks, dude.
Then I got a lady look like Larry.
Okay.
Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry. Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David.
That's right, I got me a lady like Larry D. You like that Larry David song?
I love the Larry David song.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Well,
Because,
why?
well, shit. Well, it's only because it's not Larry David. It's a lady that looks like Larry David.
Yeah.
Because I think because you've now, peeked behind the curtain. You've recorded this a few times to find a good one. And every time it slowly devolves, it stops being about a woman that looks like Larry David, and it becomes about Larry David. It stops being a lady that looks like Larry David, and you start saying, thank you, Larry David. You start saying, she's my Larry David.
Yes. I'm sorry. I don't think this is how we should begin the podcast. I don't think we should talk about the song. I'm being weird. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's okay. You're good, dude.
All right.
Do you want to do some breath work? Feel better?
Yeah.
Always, dude. That's the one you showed me. I've been using that every time I go on stage.
Really?
Since you said that, there has not been a single set that I have not.
It helps, right?
I don't know if it does, but I believe it does.
Oh, yeah. No, it does. It does. Physiologically, it helps, but you can also feel, and yeah, you believe it.
Dude,
after you do it, you believe it.
I do it every single time I'm about to get on stage, anytime I'm about to get on an airplane, anytime I'm panicky, that's my go-to.
For the folks at home, that's 2 breaths in and 1 breath out. And it's in through the nose and out through the mouth. I learned that from Andrew Huberman. And it's a way to lower your heart rate if you want to do it. And it works. Oh, we're not recording. We are recording. Tricked you.
This one's gone off the rails
Already.
Dog, we're not even leaving the station. Station agent's like, we got to switch these tracks, brother. They don't know where they're going. Welcome to In the Minivan. This is a podcast about music, friendship, and staying positive. I'm Max.
I'm Michael.
We're here.
Yes, sir.
If you're listening, you've just heard In the Minivan. No, fuck. Lady that looks like Larry David.
Lady looked like Larry David.
So tell me about the Oh, you don't want to talk about the song?
No, we can talk. I was just driving in my car from in between spots and listening to this song called Phantom. I forget who the artist is, but I was listening to it and I was high and I was just like, and I got a lady that look like Larry David. I thought it was cool.
I love that because for another peek behind the curtain, you told me last week, you're like, no, I got to take the looper home. I got to work on shit so we have something to come for.
Yeah.
And you came with this, and I was like, this is way beyond anything I ever expected.
Yo, hell yeah.
Yeah, dog.
I honestly did not touch the looper at all this week. I
figured as much, but
I got that, and I was like, oh, okay, we work with that. It's just like a basic idea to go off of.
I feel like if you take the looper home, you have a secret lab coat you don't tell me about that you put on when you make beats. It's just
wish,
you
dude.
in your room with a pair of
You know what I
goggles
do?
and
I
beakers.
take my shirt off. I try to approach it like Matthew McConaughey approaches the bongos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Stripped down,
Sure.
pure.
Dude, that one, look, I loved Greenlights. I thought it was great. If you like,
You don't have to say that.
Hold on, because there are a couple parts of that book. Have we talked about Greenlights?
I don't think we've talked about Greenlight. We have to preface it with the say we know how ridiculous it is to read.
No, it's not ridiculous to read a New York Times bestseller. That's not ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm just like every other soccer mom in fucking Dubuque, Iowa or whatever. I read Greenlights, and you know what? It was very good.
You're right. We don't have to be coastal elites about Greenlights.
No, I don't have to fucking qualify the fact
I read
that
it, and then I listened to it on tape a year later.
I didn't read it on tape. I read the book.
I read the book first, yes.
It's great.
It's great.
You bought it for me.
I did?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, I did.
Yeah.
I did. Like I'm a fucking bit.
No. You don't work for him. You don't owe him. You just believe in it. At one point did.
I still do. But I have shame about it. I'm like,
Why?
I know it's ridiculous because it's Matthew McConaughey. And
So what?
Listen, I get it, but I also am like, why not? Why not? He set a pretty good example.
Yes.
He did some cool shit.
He's doing well for himself.
He is.
And we're supposed to just pretend like because
We're gonna act like True Detective wasn't incredible. Dude, we're gonna act like this dude didn't pivot perfectly from doing fun-ass romantic comedies where he got paid and had minimal effort, lived to play bongos and travel around the world in an RV, and then switched up and gave us one of the best motherfucking acting performances with True Detective.
Not just one of the best acting performances. Think about this. That was also Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh, but
that's also Interstellar.
Yo, and he was talking about this Dallas Buyers Club because that came out and it was an Oscar contender, and he fucking had True Detective on TV.
Dude.
Every week leading up to the Oscars, he was like a shoo-in to win because every week we had this reminder like, yo, this dude fucking rips.
Not only does he rip, he's doing something we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And like, because I watch Interstellar to go to bed every night. That movie's like one of my fucking...
I've really never seen it to completion.
Oh, Michael, that's one of my all-time favorites.
I watched it to go to sleep, and I went to sleep, and then I never went back.
Dude, you're fucking up, man. You want to talk about... I think that's McConaughey's best role, dude. He's incredible in it.
Really?
Dude, it's like 2.5 hours of nonstop Matthew, and it kicks ass, man.
Dude, you know what's interesting? I went back and I watched... what's the name of the movie from where he says, all right, all right, all right?
Oh,
Dazed
Days
and
of Confused.
Dude, I went back and I watched that, and his
excellent.
acting is like... okay, you know what I mean?
He's not watching it for him.
No. But I said that to say like, but I was like, oh man, he didn't start out like incredible. You know what I mean?
No, dude, you can see the evolution.
You can see the evolution of my guy, dude.
You can, man. And like the best example of that is watching from like Ed TV to True Detective.
Yeah.
Watching the two of them grow up and become adults and men and like fucking cheating on their wives, losing a wife, all kinds of shit in True Detective.
In True Detective,
And
okay.
you see like that compared to Ed TV, it's like, dog, he is like light years ahead of where he was.
That scene though where Woody Harrelson's wife wants to get back at Woody for cheating, so she goes over to Rusty's while Rust is drunk, and they fuck, and it's like a quick dude. That scene, nuts.
And when he sends her
he's
out
like,
the door,
he's like, get out of here,
dude. Have you watched season 3?
Yes. I remember, yes, I've seen season 3 like twice. Season 3 was good. Season 2 was bad.
Season 2's awful.
But season 3 was great. Dude, I really enjoyed it when it came out.
I love it, and I like. But back to Greenlights, it's like, don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for.
A little bit. You have a little bit to apologize.
No, what? Like, seriously, not as a joke. What is there to apologize for?
It's the douchedom of it all.
Yeah, but that's part of it. And
it is part of it, and you can own it, but it's like, if we're going to learn from Matthew McConaughey, we have to put our own spin on it. We cannot be out and out worshipers. We have to have issues with
I have
with
issues.
the man. You know what I mean?
And it's not,
otherwise, it's just mindless hero worship.
No, because
of a great man.
The douchedom isn't what I really take umbrage with.
Uh-huh.
It's the lying.
What do you mean?
Dude.
Oh, yeah. But he sets it up. He's like, hey, man, I come from liars. He's
I
like,
know,
we lied creatively.
My favorite story in that book is when he goes to the village in Mali and then gets naked for whatever reason and fights a
Wrestles
villager
and then
without
walks with
saying
him.
a word.
If you have not read this book,
let me set the scene.
He fights go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to correct you if you're wrong, because I've,
Please.
again...
Please, I know you've read it a few times.
No, don't put a few on me. I've read it once. I've listened to it once. Go ahead, as you were.
Matthew McConaughey goes to a village in Mali, right? He's just traversing
terrain. He had a wet dream.
He had a wet dream.
He had a wet dream, and he decided he had to go to Africa.
Sure.
Of course.
Right. Which, it sucks that you're not oversimplifying.
I'm not.
That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
So... My man ruins some sheets, goes to Africa, and decides that there's some ancient tradition in this village in Mali that he's in that has something to do with you fight the biggest and strongest guy, and for I don't know what you get out of it in the village.
It's a testing of your mettle, and it's not a tradition to fight the guy. I think the thing came up that occasionally. Matthew does boxing. They were like, oh, well, you got to fight this guy.
Sure.
So they wrestled. He had to wrestle a guy that was the best wrestler for 4 towns.
Right. Villages.
Sorry.
And he beats the man in a wrestling match, which is first unheard of in the village. No one's done it before.
Yeah.
And then they walk 13 miles side by side to the next village.
Not side by, holding hands.
Holding hands,
because
excuse me.
That is the custom. Because Matthew won, the other guy walked with him hand in hand out of respect
and Michael,
for 13 miles.
What did they talk about on that journey together?
Nothing.
They didn't say a word to each other.
They didn't say anything.
And then he did it again?
Yep. And then they walked hand in hand. Well, he went back and they didn't wrestle again, but...
They did walk together.
They did walk hand in hand again, which is good.
Sure. This is where I take some issue.
Some umbrage?
Yes, because this did not happen.
I think it did.
Get out.
I
Really?
Yeah, I could see it.
Why wouldn't this... Okay. Think about all we know. Think about all we know about celebrities and their private lives. You mean to tell me the first time we're hearing about it is in Matthew McConaughey's clearly not ghost-written autobiography, where no one told him no?
He penned every word of that thing.
For sure. I like to read a lot of biographies. That's generally what I read is that.
Yeah.
Or memoirs, whatever. This is the first one I've read where I'm like, no one told him.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, dude. There could be parts where he would say, Interstellar was based on my actual experience traveling to space, and it would have gone through publishing and nobody would have stopped it.
Yeah.
This book is full of lies, dude.
Okay, so these are my 2 things.
Sure.
These are my big issues with it. The thing I think is for sure a lie is him building the treehouse. But I think that lie is permissible because he says the treehouse goes 15 stories high.
Sure.
And could look over all of,
Sure.
for miles.
But it's also him as a kid.
It's him as a kid, so the fantasy of it all, I could see him telling that lie because it's true to the feeling you have as a kid when you build it.
Absolutely,
right?
dude.
Now, I think that's a lie. But here's my big issue. Where he's showing you his hand about the type of shit he does. He had to write a poem for school, and his mother gave him somebody else's poem, which is like, if you had all the time to do everything you wanted, if you could sit with me for a while, would you? It was something like that. His mother ripped that out of
Reader's Digest
and was like, "There's your poem."
Yes.
And he goes, "But I didn't write it." And she goes, "Do you understand it?" And he goes, yes. And he goes, if you understand it, then it's, she goes, if you understand it, then it's yours. And he turned that in and he got an A and he won a poetry contest with somebody else's words. I'm interested in the ramifications of that. He's showing you his hand.
Yes.
He says, I'm not above doing something like this. Maybe he did write Greenlights.
I don't believe he did anything that he says in this book because I kind of forget about that story and I've never looked at it through the filter of a poetry thief. And now I'm just kind of like, damn, dude. Has he ever even been to Africa? Did he even go to Australia? How did we not hear about Matthew McConaughey's Australian semester abroad before that book?
I don't call into question any of his weird travels.
Okay.
I don't, because there was plenty of evidence of him doing that. You know what I mean? It'd be like, we saw Matthew McConaughey on a beach flapping palm leaves, like
Sure,
their
sure,
arms,
sure.
and, like looking insane. He got pulled out of his house for smoking the joint and playing bongos naked in Texas.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I believe that part. Do you believe that it all stems from him having wet dreams? Do you really think that that's real?
I feel like he takes a little creative license. He's letting you know he's going to take creative license. He's going to do things that make the story better. He's
Sure.
going to add to the story.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I get that. He's embellishing.
He's embellishing and he's building to a point, and he gives you a solid narrative, but there's extra stuff in there, which is something you do occasionally.
I do that.
You turn
sure,
something up.
Sure. I was hoping we wouldn't turn this lens back around. I was really hoping I could hide behind my critique as an objective observer and not someone that lies a lot on stage.
We all lie. At least, Matt shows the hand. He's like, listen, I'm gonna tell a few
Can
tall
you tell I'm
tales.
sweating?
No.
I'm over here freaking out, brother. Whoo!
It's something I like about you.
Thanks, man. I do
Yeah.
appreciate. That's why I identify
Sometimes
with
the
Matt.
lines are blurred, and then sometimes with you, because I remember when we were younger, you'd be like, I knew a guy that his dad had a llama, and he came
Sure.
home and he's like, I got you a present, and you guys walked to the backyard, and the dad was like, it's a llama,
That's
and I was
right.
like, this story's bullshit.
Yeah.
And then we were working at Dunkin' Donuts on Holcomb Bridge, and this weird rich man comes in with a collared shirt, smiling, and he
Dude,
goes,
he had like a Holden Caulfield hunter mask on.
Yeah.
He had an Ed Hardy shirt. It was an Ed Hardy crew neck, like the long sleeve. And I was like, oh, I fucking know this guy,
Yeah.
dude. It's like, this is my friend's dad. And you were like, what? And I was like, I'm not gonna say his name.
But I looked at him and I was like, did you buy a llama for your son? And was Max there when you bought the llama and showed it to him in the backyard? And he was like, yes.
Yeah, dude.
Of course. And I was like, what? So it's fun. It's fun.
Crazy
We don't
because
know.
I can't keep up with what's a lie anymore. I'm so lost in this with everybody else. I say a lot of shit, dude. Brother, there was a point where I was best friends with every band I've ever seen live.
I mean, you were. You become best friends with people.
Very quickly.
It's something I've learned. I admire it about you.
I speak in hyperbole.
You do.
That's the thing.
But you also, I think, as you've gotten older, you're more grounded. You're way more grounded.
Well, I'm not drunk all the time.
It's
That's
just
a
like,
big thing.
Let me
dude.
tell you about the time I sailed to South America.
Oh, dude, I've been to Senegal twice. I bought it once. Like, that's the thing. That's something I've definitely noticed is now that I'm not drunk, I'm much easier and I'm much more comfortable slipping into the back of a conversation and not taking the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I'm very cool with like.
I
ooh.
love it. I
Yeah,
love
dude.
not being in the driver's seat so much now.
Last night, we were outside of the Friends and Lovers at the show. It was like there was a moment where I was like, not my turn to riff. And I was like, fuck
Yeah.
it, turn this brain off for a minute, let them have their fun, and I'll jump back in when appropriate.
That was a fun riff time.
It was fun because nobody was taking driver's seat when they didn't have to.
Right.
And I think that's something that comes with age. And maybe I am happy to be getting older.
It is interesting because now I do recognize when it's my job to be in the driver's seat.
Yes.
You know who had a great thing about this was Larry David. On the newest season, he's talking about the middle seat at a dinner party.
Yes,
The middle seat is a pivot point, and you
Yes.
got to be a conversationalist. You got to drive the conversation to keep everybody involved.
Absolutely. Do you feel like you're a middle seat guy?
It depends. If I'm in the middle seat, I can rise to the occasion of being a middle seat guy, unless I'm high. If I'm high, it's much harder.
Dude, I had that moment last night where I realized it is the weed.
Yeah.
I wonder, I've been like, man, for the last year or some change, I really haven't felt like I've been able to contribute to a conversation.
Dude, if you stop smoking weed and just go out raw,
it's wild.
and you get into a conversation with somebody you actually like, very enjoyable. And
You can maintain.
You can maintain. You're not second guessing everything you say. You're not feeling weird about some silent. You know what I mean?
I don't
You're
second
actually
guess.
in it. I second guess a lot.
Damn, I wish you didn't.
I know, but it was still fun. It's still fun. I'm smoking less.
No, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm realizing very, very, severely, man, I thought I had opinions. I really thought I had things that I could use, like tools to throw into a conversation. Fucking, yeah, let me ask a question now. But now I'm just like, fucking dude, whatever someone says to me, it hits my forehead. It doesn't even get into the brain.
I'll have that moment a lot when I'm leaving a conversation and I'll be like, fuck, I didn't use any of my tools. I didn't reciprocate the question. Somebody be like, how was your day? And I'm just like, good. And then you just go silent. You're like, how was your day? You walk away. Just say, how was your day? Why don't you say it back, you fucking idiot?
Well, because here's the thing. Are you that interested?
Sometimes you're not, but sometimes you just forget.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm like, fuck, goofed it, forgot to ask you how your day was, but in my head, I'm like, please don't tell me now that I've asked.
Yeah,
I don't want to know.
And I'm also doing the thing more where people ask me how I'm doing, and I really tell them. And then I'll leave like, you didn't need to do that.
I like
you
the
shouldn't have
idea.
told him.
I like the guy that is honest about how he's doing and then doesn't ask back. It's just like,
Yeah, just the worst.
how you doing? It's fucking not good, man.
Yeah.
Shit's falling apart at the seams. I gotta go.
At the same time, though, if I'm doing really good, I am honest about that. I'll be like, I'm doing really good. I just did this, and that was fun, and then I did this, and it was pretty good, too.
I've been saying a lot more of I have nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
That's the truest one.
It's true, and it's like I'm also being honest about like, and it kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But people seem to get that. I think everybody kind of understands that.
Yeah, I've got nothing to complain about is being like, listen, man, I'm not like super happy. There's still like the crushing weight of existence, but also things are good most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to complain about.
No, dude. I mean, it's like I have clean water to drink.
Yeah.
Like people are dying everywhere, and I'm like, wow, I got a house. I've got an AC unit.
Overall, nothing to personally complain about.
No, dude, and we should be owning that.
Even though there is, if we really wanted to look for shit to.
We're not going to.
Not
This is
today.
about staying positive.
That's right. That's
dude.
what this podcast is about. You're not going to hear our fucking morbid
No,
takes.
I mean, yeah, sure, we're lying through our teeth here, saying everything's good. I don't have an
We've
AC
established
unit.
that we lie a little bit.
Exactly. Now that we have green lights to do whatever we want to say,
Yeah.
man, that's what we're doing. I don't know. It's fun to see the evolution of. You get older, and all of a sudden, the shit does get in the rear. This is like not new conversation or new ideas, but it's like the older you get, the less you're like, I don't give a shit about that.
The more you're like, I don't give a shit about
Yes,
that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The less I care about bullshit,
Yeah.
and the more willing I am to say, like, that doesn't fucking matter.
This is true. It is much easier to walk away from a conversation and something that would give me anxiety before I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, who
just
cares?
like walk, I don't know. Be better about it next time. Just keep
Yeah,
going.
man,
Just,
I don't
just keep it moving, bro.
Dude, I don't need to think about it for 6 hours and
Yeah.
then send that person a weird Instagram DM
Dude, yeah.
like at 1 a.m.
It's so funny when you get weird Instagram DMs from somebody else and it's something you haven't thought about and you just feel you're like, oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
I know
'Cause
where you're at.
Yeah, I know where
Yeah.
you're at. Dude, you don't have to do this.
Please don't.
Please, you're fine, man.
Yeah, dude,
I've been here. You're fine.
I sent one last night. So last night after
Matter of fact.
I did. So last night, I was just fucking beat, and I'm realizing now it's because I was high as piss.
Yeah, you're just too hot.
Dude, I'm like, yeah, why was I sat on a stoop for literally 20 minutes.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Dog, so we were at Friends and Lovers, which is about a 20-minute walk from my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fucking perfect. It's a beautiful night outside. I'm going to walk home. I'm going to listen to Looking for the Heart of Saturday Night by Tom Waits on repeat and just look at people on the walk home. I got about 6 minutes into this walk and was like, I need to take a knee. And that knee quickly turned into, I'm going to sit on this brownstone stoop for like 20 minutes, stare at the fucking concrete, contemplate every decision I've ever made. I had a full-on fucking like quiet, silent meltdown on this stoop. And I was like, oh yeah, I've been smoking weed all day. That's why this is happening.
Yeah.
I met up with Jordan Matherlick, who just moved back.
Hey, hell yeah.
And he's drinking. I'm not drinking, and it's like 10:30, 11 at night, and I'm like, I don't have it in me, dude. I got to go home.
Yeah.
I just got to call it.
I felt that too. There were some people I was going to hang out with after the show last night, and I was like, nah, this isn't the night.
But then at 2 a.m., I'm still awake, like, hey, man, I'm sorry I really didn't bring the heat in the conversation tonight. I'm just really tired.
I'm sorry I didn't bring the heat in the conversation.
You got to be honest.
No, that's yeah.
It wasn't like I was dying. I wasn't like falling asleep at the table, but I could have contributed. I could have brought some fucking momentum. You know what happened? This is something I haven't really talked about yet. I didn't realize until last night was the first time since quitting drinking that I had a conversation at a bar that wasn't surface level.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot how embarrassing that is to have a real conversation with somebody about your real thoughts in public.
Yeah.
I didn't realize because it's the first time I haven't been drunk. People are fucking listening, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I had a conversation with, my friend last night about Chappelle, very briefly. And he said Chappelle, and he's drunk, so he's a little loud. Everybody turned around. I was like, I don't care what you're about to say, defend or fucking, like, scold him. We don't have this conversation in public, dog.
Yeah.
If you want to come back to my apartment, we can talk. Do not say another word. I was like, just say you watched it, be done. And then let's go back to talking about how fucking dumb music is or some shit. Anything else. I'm embarrassed as hell to be in public now. And that's new.
Well, I feel like it changes though. Sometimes you'll be so absorbed in a conversation, you'll forget about people around you, and then you'll come out of it and be like, oh shit.
I do if I'm at like a show.
I think you were also, again, you were just like very high.
That too.
Because you're like really high, and then you feel people's energy to your detriment though.
It
I
hurts.
feel like that's something about, you feel people's energy and you make it a bigger thing than it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Well, shame is different now. I think I'm experiencing shame in a much different way than I used to.
Yeah.
And I think we're both we've talked about this off
We're
mic.
both shameful little
We're
boys.
very shameful boys, but
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't hit the same way as it used to.
Right.
Right? Like my shame is different than when I was a kid. Like it used to be about being Jewish. It used to be
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's very funny to say that.
Yeah.
But because it's now coming back, dude. Like I'm starting to get nervous again. I'm very scared to be Jewish again.
Why? What happened? What'd they do?
Well, it's just this whole like separation of church and state thing is starting to really
right.
fucking disappear.
I feel stupid now that I was like, what do they do?
You wouldn't
this
get
time?
it.
Yeah.
You're one of them. You're one of the problems. You don't know.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
There's
fine.
only so much I can worry about. I'm not Israel, Palestine. I don't really know what I can do there.
Oh, I'm not even talking about Israel, Palestine.
What are you talking about?
Like the shit. The
Wait.
stuff. Like that shit, that's a million miles away. It sucks, and I can't do anything about it. It is what it is. But it's like fucking Lauren Boebert or whatever going about, like, I'm tired of the separation of church and state and government. It's like,
Who's
no-
Lauren Boebert?
Oh, dude, she's like the politician from Colorado. She's like a fucking one of the hardcore
Is she
right-wingers.
Jewish?
No. She is very not.
Oh. So she's tired of the separation of church and state.
And that kind of feels like the stance that a lot of the
Oh, so you're scared as a Jewish person?
terrified.
I guess y'all should be on high alert.
It's kind of our thing, dude. Like, I'll never forget. This is where it's like I have thought this since I was 8 years old, and it has never stopped. When I went to a Jewish school as a kid. My Hebrew teacher lined all of the kids up in the classroom, had us say our last names. She wrote all of our last names down, and then came back around, told each of us individually if we would have been killed in the Holocaust based on our last name alone.
Woo!
Right. And so here I am just like, well, we're done with this. Nobody's going to know I'm Jewish for the rest of my life. I'm going to hide this shit.
Damn, I guess it sounds like they sort of contributed to your shame.
I think that as Jews are brought up with this, someone's trying to kill you.
Wait, I'm curious about the dynamics. So, were you a kid that would get killed or wouldn't?
Undecided.
Undecided.
Fine
Wow.
was a little bit of a gray area.
Who were the cool kids? Were the cool kids the ones that got killed?
No,
or were
the cool kids
were the ones that lived?
The cool kids were the ones that were half Jewish on their mom's side, so they were full Jew but still didn't have a Jewish last name. And those people got off scot-free.
Scot-free, and then what was everybody in the class like, wow.
No, a lot of it was 8-year-old kids crying because they were told that they were going to be killed.
Why did that lady do that? Just make people ashamed of their names?
No, so, a lot of the Hebrew teachers...
These other eight-year-old kids have like survivor's remorse for
I do.
being named
Dude, I remember
Johnson?
it was both a badge of honor and a badge of shame, knowing that I was undecided.
Wow.
Because it was like, all right, I could get away from this, but a lot of people wouldn't.
It's like a question of the teacher's like, so how would you handle it? Because it's really going to be based on a lot of your decisions. Are you going to act real Jewy? Or are you going to be like cool?
Like if they...
It's up to you. So you have to decide, like, yeah.
Right, so-
are you gonna go down? That's such a big quandary to put to an 8-year-old kid.
Dude,
It's so weird.
I love that. Like, the Nazis tell you you're about to go to a camp. How do you handle it? Are you going to complain and whine about it? Or are you going to man up and be
So let's run a little scenario. I am a German officer.
Uh-huh.
Fine, that's an interesting name. Where's that from?
Denmark?
Oh, Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the chosen people, after all.
Well, they're very white, very blonde.
But your nose is a little big, no?
No, it's the glasses. You're confused. You think the nose is
Could you
big.
take the glasses
I
off
can't.
for
They're
me?
actually surgically stapled to my head.
That sounds like a lie. Are you joking with me?
I'm just playing a goof. Yeah, I'd love to take my glasses off.
Oh, okay, good.
Check it out.
Can I touch the nose?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh
Your
God.
eyes are very blue.
They are very blue. I was actually born blonde.
You were born blonde.
I was born blonde.
Your mustache is blonde.
It's right, because that's original hair.
Well, you know what I say about you?
You need my help.
No.
Okay.
I think you're fine.
Oh, what's your last name?
Oh, Schlauder.
Well, you are Schloud. Let me tell you that.
Schlauder.
That's what.
It's no mistaking that.
No, absolutely not. I mean, well, there is a little. Are you Jewish?
What? What?
Wait a minute.
No.
Are you hiding something from me?
Nobody's ever asked me that. Nobody's ever turned the lens around.
It's kind of a scary situation, isn't it?
Okay, here's a secret.
Tell me.
I am Jewish, but I also know that you're Jewish, but I'm trying to get as many people off as I can. You're quite an easy case, but I had to test you. Don't say the thing about stapling the glasses again. Don't.
What should I tell them instead if they ask?
Just emphasize the blonde and the blue eyes.
That worked?
Of course.
You didn't think twice?
I thought twice, but I know because I am, of course, Jewish.
Well, you have blue eyes, too.
I do, but my name is Schlauder.
I think yours is going to be undetermined.
But it's Schlauderstein.
I'm going to pretend you never said that to me.
I'm so ashamed of myself.
I understand. I totally understand the shame.
I'm ashamed of my Judaism.
Dude, imagine how ashamed I am. I've foregone the German accent.
I know.
I'm trying to be a whole nother person.
How did you do that?
Years of work. Okay. Years. I bought a book.
We should be careful because America's our enemy now.
Well, they won't be. They're going to take refugees. We're Jews. Remember that. We're always Jews first.
Okay, but if you encounter another one of me, just be careful.
No, of course. You're Catholic as hell. As far as I'm concerned, I went to your house for Christmas.
It's not good either. They don't like that.
Oh, they don't?
No. Protestant.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well,
also vaguely believe in aliens and stuff like that.
Great.
And the occult.
Sure.
Yes.
I do too.
Really more of a weird secular spiritualism we have going on over here. But anyway.
You fooled a lot of people.
I know. So, okay, good stuff.
Absolutely.
Bye.
See ya.
Guten. Hey, so what were you doing while you were on the stoop?
Dog, okay, I did throw this into the playlist. I have been on a real fucking... This started a couple nights ago. I did a show in Chelsea, and the station you get off at, like the 23rd Street 1 station, is right by the Chelsea Hotel. Okay, so I put on Chelsea Hotel number 2 by Leonard Cohen, had my fucking dumb little moment of, wow, it really all happened right here. And then since then, I've just been looking for...
So many of your stories are like going to somewhere in New York around Chelsea and being like, wow.
Yes, absolutely. You know why? Because I'm not fulfilled in my own life and I need to live...
No, that sounds like fulfillment.
How? I'm living fulfillment through someone else's songs. Like, they did it here.
That's why they made songs. So you could feel that. It's okay. You don't have to be ashamed of that.
I feel like I'm just trying to live someone else's life.
It's okay. It's because we were raised on like movies and shit. So everything we value has already sort of been done on a screen, and it gives us this weird perspective of how things are supposed to be.
This might be the deepest thing you've ever said to me.
But it's just like, it's true. We've watched so many iterations of people living in New York that it's impossible to live without the baggage of all those weird filmed experiences. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do, and it's wild.
So it's like it can make it weird and hard to live authentically. But you know, living authentically, what does that even mean?
Jesus Christ, Michael, this
So
is
which
what I
song
needed to
from
hear.
Leonard Cohen do you
I
wanna
put
hear?
Chelsea Hotel number 2
Okay, I'm
on.
excited for this because I'm going on record right now as saying I don't think I like Leonard Cohen.
That's okay. Why? Do you like Tom Waits?
Not when he does all that shit.
God damn.
I
okay.
like some Tom Waits stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Sure. Well, tell me how you... So, play this song, Chelsea Hotel number 2.
I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel. You were talking so brave.
I thought he sang worse than this for some reason.
Dude, he's just got old.
Because I remember his version of Hallelujah. I'm like,
Well, his version is the original.
I know, but I'm like, boof.
Dude, have you ever heard...
I like the Shrek version.
Yes, you like the Rufus Wainwright
Those
version.
were the
Rufus Wainwright does a cover of this song.
That
Oh, no,
was
you like the
your-
Jeff Buckley version.
Sure.
I know Rufus Wainwright is Shrek. Never mind, I'm sorry. But anyways, it's funny you say that. If you, Nick Pupo has like my favorite joke about that song. And I don't want to like do it on this, but
Also, shout out to Nick Pupo.
Shout out to Nick
I've been
Pupo.
watching The Offer, and I fucking love it. I love it.
He's only in a couple, but like he sells the shit out of that.
He does, but dude, that show...
It's very good.
It's very good. I love
like it a
watching
lot.
it. I have been slamming it every night. I'm excited to go home and watch it because it's like we all love The Godfather.
Yes.
We've seen it. I've read the book. I read more Mario Puzo, so it's just cool to like see all these people you know as characters in like a
Yes.
fun, light show. It's like fucking Francis Ford Coppola, Al Pacino.
Dude.
The guy that plays Brando's amazing.
The guy
that
that-
plays Bob Evans is amazing.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the guy that like all of the people that play the actors in the movie look and sound just like them.
it's
Where
great.
it's like it's uncanny valley
Dude,
shit.
and the shit with Puzo and Coppola, where
Dude,
they're like
where
they
they're
buddy
hanging
up,
out in the
dude. I
fucking
was
house.
like, yo, if this is what it was like, that's so fun.
Dude, I love to believe that Francis Ford Coppola, age 90 or whatever he is now, had this cool beanie period of his life where he was hanging out with Mario Puzo, eating like dog shit.
Just cranking out pages together.
It rocks, dude.
It rocks. It's just fun. It makes the whole thing fun. Giovanni Ribisi gives this like weird performance that I love.
I love watching him age, man.
Dude,
He's
but they put him in some serious makeup for that, and I think he does well.
and speaking of The Godfather,
But it's, like, so
R.I.P.
weird
Scott
like that.
Conn, dude.
Oh shit.
Did you know that?
Scott Conn?
Yeah.
Wait, his son died?
No.
Oh, James Caan.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Scott Conn. You know what? I got confused. Giovanni Ribisi, Scott Conn have the arc in Entourage.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got confused. James Caan died.
When is Giovanni Ribisi in Entourage?
Dude, do you remember when they Smoke Jumpers?
Yeah.
Giovanni Ribisi and Scott Conn are the guys that like wrote Smoke Jumpers. Remember? They're the
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember that.
It's like one of the most fun
But
arcs.
then Scott Conn comes back and becomes like an extra
agent.
guy.
He becomes an agent. So
Yeah.
he's the guy that initially tries to produce Smoke Jumpers. Giovanni Ribisi is his client or some shit. Very fun arc.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
And then Scott Conn comes back with those fucking pecs, dude. I remember when Scott Conn came back in Entourage, the shirts he was wearing blew my mind.
You know, Scott Conn was a rapper with The Alchemist.
I did
he was
know
in a
that.
childhood rap group with The Alchemist.
Yes.
And they hung out with like the fucking Cypress Hill crew and fucking House
you
of
know
Pain
why?
and shit.
You know what nobody ever thought about Scott Conn when he was doing all that?
What?
He's Jewish. Not a single person ever thought that.
That's one of the powers the Jewish people have is they can sort of weave their way into hip hop.
That's kind of what we
You
do.
guys are good in the music industry. Speaking of, okay, this is a good segue for this next one. I just wanted to get some fucking James Brown on the playlist.
Yeah,
But
dude.
This is Fred Wesley and the JBs.
And let's fucking, real quick, we do put a playlist up. Every episode, we attach the playlist to it.
Yep.
The other thing, we have the master playlist.
which we love and we're
Dude,
proud of. I listen to it all the time.
I listen to it all the time. You can go in every song we've ever heard. It's called In the Vinny Van Master Playlist, the easiest
And
way
it's
to
every
find
song
it.
we've ever heard. Some of them aren't good. Some of them we put on for...
That's okay, dude.
But they're in there.
They're
So-
in there, and it's honest, and the best way to find that is in our Discord.
That's right.
We've got a community of people. We're about 15 strong now,
We're 15
brother.
strong. I am worried that the references we make service people in our generation, whereas the Discord services the younger generation. And I don't know who's listening. But we listen to older guys' podcasts all the time, and they
course.
reference shit we don't know about.
Of course, and no, they don't. I'm aware of everything going on all the time, dude. I'm hyper aware.
I forgot that about you.
Yeah, dude, I'm Wikipedia in my brain, dude. Well, that's the thing, is I'm also
That's what a
addicted
really
to
smart
Wikipedia.
person would say. I got Wikipedia in my brain, dude.
Yeah, I don't need the internet, brother.
Just a fucking Southern savant.
This
from
is what Matthew
Mississippi.
McConaughey
Listen, man, I
does,
got
dude.
Wikipedia in my brain, dude. That is the character.
That's a Matthew McConaughey character. I got Wikipedia on the brain.
On the brain.
I can see everything and everything that's ever happened. Anyway, that's a dumb fucking.
What are you
That'll
doing?
be a
It's
dumb
fine.
riff. I'll go get
Don't
rid
you
of
dare
it.
cut it.
Okay. But
Okay.
yeah, Discord. Master playlist is in there, and I'm so excited to get some James Brown on that master
Dude,
playlist. What
technically,
song
it's
you
Fred
got?
Wesley and the JBs. This is doing it to death, and it's just, man, this is just a hard grooving motherfucking song. I'm sure a lot of people have heard it, but we had to get it on the playlist and want to remind you of it.
How
Listen
did this?
to it.
How did the Jewish thing remind you of
Oh,
this?
because if you watch the James Brown movie starring Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., great movie. He kills it as James
I
Brown.
didn't see that movie. I gotta watch that movie.
Great movie. I loved it. But they just sort of iterate. I think Dan Aykroyd is his like manager / agent. He's a very Jewish man.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And James Brown got real comfy with all them.
With Jews.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's a businessman because that's what he said. He said, this is music business. He's like, I'm music, but I'm all business too, baby.
Let's hear it.
Hit it.
God damn, right off the
How you
rip.
feel, brother?
Good.
You feel good?
Right?
I feel pretty good.
Ain't so much
It's just a
bone
good
brother.
groover, man.
How you feel, man?
Listen to this while you get ready in the morning feeling good. You got a good day.
How you
Dude,
feel, fella? Hey, jam! Sure
I can
getting
brush
down.
my teeth to this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
him.
Fuck, I might floss today.
We're gonna have a funky good time. We're gonna have a funky
I want to go
good
to
time.
parties that play music like this.
Then we should throw
Gonna
parties.
have a funky
Where?
good time.
That's a good question.
You know what? I say that. It's like, we could do this live. People have... people have asked us to do this live.
They have.
And we should do it live with James Brown. We'll get James Brown songs entirely.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a perfect vibe.
Dude, you know how I got into James Brown was from the movie The New Guy starring DJ Qualls.
I love that movie.
You remember his character's super into funk?
Yes.
And he loves James Brown.
Yes.
And I remember I saw that movie. So much of my music taste is influenced by movies.
Dog.
And I was like, I got to get into this guy. So when I started high school, like when we met each other, I was listening to James Brown all the time.
I was going to say,
24/7
I was going to
James
say,
Brown.
you told me you liked The New Guy at one point in high school. And I was like, oh, this is where this guy's entire personality comes from. Every single
Oh, yeah. Just a weird, gangly,
Yeah,
even
dude.
though I was chubby, but just they consulted Eddie Griffin about how to live.
Yeah. Dude, but it was like, you were like, yeah, I'm really into funk music. It's like, I know his game. I
Yeah.
know what he's doing here. I know who this is. I get it, dude. Just trying to make out with Zooey Deschanel, but secretly it's another lady. We've talked about The New Guy twice on the pod now.
Of course. We
And
got to
it's-
keep talking about
Dude.
it. And his lady is Eliza Dushku,
But
Zooey Deschanel
Zooey
is in
Deschanel's
it.
the bassist.
the bassist who has hairy armpits, and it's
That's
a whole
right.
thing. And then she makes out with the
The other
guitar-
guy.
No, the keyboardist.
Right.
And she goes, better than fucking GameCube or some shit. And he goes, now it is, or something.
That's right. Dude.
After he
me.
looks at her armpits.
Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, because I remember you were one of the first people I had ever met in person that was like, no, I like funk music.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I wanted to get it tattooed on me for a minute. I
I
wanted to
remember.
get the word "the funk" tattooed on
It's
me.
not the word. It's two words.
The-
It's the and funk.
Because he goes, dude, when they're consulting DJ Qualls about how to have a good homecoming, he's
Yeah.
like, you got to have good music. He goes, what type of music? Only one type of music. I'm talking about the funk.
Right.
And I was like, hell yeah.
Dude, you know who plays his dad?
Who?
Lyle
It
Lovett.
is Lyle
It's
Lovett.
Lyle Lovett.
Who? Oh my God.
This is all I know about Lyle Lovett. We have the same birthday, and my mom once said in passing, if I hadn't met your father, Lyle Lovett would have been your dad.
Jeez.
I don't know if she ever met Lyle Lovett or if that was just something she said. I have no idea, and I asked no further
I
questions.
can see that because there's something about Lyle Lovett that reminds me of your mom.
Dude, my parents have this weird connection with Chris Isaac,
Who's Chris Isaac?
I'm going to blow your fucking mind. Can I see your phone? I'm going to play you a Chris Isaac song, and as soon as you hear it, you're going to lose your mind. At some point, my parents were friends with Chris Isaac or friends with his band or something like that. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think they met at a Super Bowl party thrown by Chris Isaac's drummer. I know he was there. That's all I know. I think it was his place. But this is Chris Isaac. You know this song.
I know this song, and I remember watching an episode of Last Comic Standing where a comedian comes out and his whole thing was like, and what is with that song? No, no. And he was just doing like this crazy act out. And one of the judges was like, yeah, that joke was not good. And I was like, yeah, fuck this.
Chris Isaac makes pretty good music, though. Not
Word?
just that song. I really like Chris Isaac.
Damn, I mean, it's got 325 million views.
He's been around forever.
He has, but it's like sometimes those older songs on Spotify don't get the love.
Dude,
like
there's
that.
some great like
'Cause
blues
their listeners
stuff.
don't- yeah.
Do you like blues?
Sure.
I think you might dig some Chris Isaac.
In the pines, in the pines.
Not quite like
Okay,
that.
okay.
A little bit more groovy. You want some riffs, dude. That's what you need is blues riffs.
Oh, dude, I got something for you.
Let me hear
terms
it.
of rap. This is a guy, I don't think you're going to like him at all. I
Let's
should
hear
have
it.
started with that. Okay, this is East Nashville by Rap Ferreira. I'm going to skip ahead. I love this dude's flow. I think you'll like it.
Is he from Nashville?
Rap forever
from,
and
like,
I will rap
Kenosha,
forever.
but he lives in Nashville now.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to skip ahead.
Count on
No.
that, dog.
What are you talking about? I love this.
I have
My
a-
lady built
There's
like
lyrics I love.
Tyrannosaurus. You seen I with that band of horses, a poet gang of self. Run up
Okay,
and
wait,
that
hold
bang
up,
will be
hold up.
felt down
Skip
to
it
the
up.
anvil's atoms. Natal Lamert Park, Aquarius all down my birth chart. I like spare parts on alone time. I did it without the cosign. On the east side of Atlanta
Michael,
in Nashville.
listen to this.
We was up and down the Catskills, stacking off a rap skill. Ruby yacht back
next
in
song.
Asheville. As the gravy chunkin', seen roll levitating in a wavy bucket. Pulled up in that big body with the paint job, Peppa Pig wardrobe, not reflecting
Dude,
local
yo, right?
etiquette.
I love
You
that.
never
Yo,
seen
you do?
Professor
I'm so
Pretty
happy you
Pete
love it.
pass
Who is this? What's
That
his
Peppa
Rap
Pig
Ferrara?
line, Rap Ferreira, that Peppa Pig line fucking kills me, dude.
Dude,
it's
this
so
is-
good.
This is excellent.
I'm so glad you like it.
Yeah, man, like this is right up my alley.
Hell yeah.
'Cause you know
So
what
I
this
totally
remind-
misjudged that.
Did you ever get into like Gym Class Heroes?
No, Gym Class Heroes always felt a little corny to me. I had a buddy that really liked him, and I tried. I sort of did it, but not super.
The hits are incredibly corny, but they had some songs like
They did.
Yeah.
Oh, there was that one song where he's like, "Umbrella, thank you, fella." Is that the one you're talking about?
No,
Okay.
there's one because like I heard him say "Band of Horses" in there, like trying to make some fun
And
references.
I thought you would like. I wanted to skip to the part where he references like Asheville, Atlanta, East Nashville.
cool,
because
dude.
it feels like, oh shit, he's rapping about all the towns I would go to.
Right. It's wild that like the amount of pride I still have.
Yeah.
For that shit and like recognizing it. Like anytime I see a movie where it's like I know that place, it's
Yeah.
like all of a sudden it's like no, this movie's cool in my
And
book.
it gives some life to it, absolutely. Especially like you don't hear a lot of Asheville references in hip hop.
No, dude. I
No.
think the only ones. I mean, I heard a few because of Jaren, right?
Right,
like
right.
our buddy from Asheville.
Of course, and my brother who lives in Asheville.
and your brother, right?
And everybody knows Asheville's a cool place, man.
Is your brother making music that people can hear?
Yes.
Where can they find
Well,
it?
dude, no, he does. I think he's got a fucking sound. Bro, we got to big up my fucking brother.
We gotta
dude.
big up your brother.
We absolutely do.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been so fucking missing the boat on this shit.
No. We're getting to it now, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what's important. We're doing
Yeah.
it. You know, we waited until we had some listeners before we
Yeah,
did it.
and now we got some fucking.
And
we got
thank
some
you
steam.
for fucking listening, by the way.
We also got to put on. Yes, thank you for
And
listening. I'm
Sam,
sorry, I
yes.
keep cutting you off. Dude.
No, you're fine. Well, can I bum a Zim from you?
Absolutely.
These are really fucking. I hate these coffee
Let's
ones.
trade.
Did you like this?
Yeah, it's fine. Felt less harsh than the mint. Is it okay if I'm taking the last
Please.
one? Get these out of here.
I like the mint ones way more. Do your gums feel like they've been drilled? Is that a me thing?
No.
Really?
My throat feels like it's been drilled.
Really? Oh yeah. You get that throat drilled,
Stop.
dude? Okay.
But I mean, really.
No, dude. I do get the throat coat, but it feels like someone's been.
Oh yeah, you get a coat in your throat.
I do.
You guys use Zen. If you're using Zen, jump in the Discord.
Yeah, we're Zin boys now. I haven't been vaping. I'm off the vape. I'm full on Zin.
You smoked a pack of cigarettes the other night.
Well, that's because I was stressed out.
Yeah.
And when I get stressed, I smoke.
I quit. I still do a cigarette from time to time.
I do too because it's the coolest looking thing, and it's so frustrating to me because it hurts now.
Yeah.
If I have a cigarette now, it hurts. I can't do more than like one at a time. Like, I try not to because it really fucking bothers me the next day, and I feel bad, and I feel like I'm running out of breath. And Zin, at the very least, like, you know what? I might not look cool, but I don't feel terrible. And like last night, I was walking around. I was listening to this song. I was listening to "The Hardest Saturday Night" by Tom Waits. I know you don't. You just said you're not into Tom, but walking around, like, I was walking around Crown Heights and like that strip where it's like a lot of bars and it's a lot of shit going on, dude. It was wild. I live in that neighborhood, but I've never seen a lot of people out in that neighborhood. I was walking by thinking, like, listening to this on repeat, thinking, man, if I had a cigarette, I'd be the coolest motherfucker by myself, dude. Put this shit on. This song rocks. Not for you?
I just
Already?
love that you described like this hard charging, walking alone moment.
I
to
know.
Crowds of people. And
I
then
know.
The juxtaposition.
No,
This is what you like.
It's all
I
about.
gassed her
I do like this.
and a wheel with your arm around your sweet one, your Oldsmobile,
Dude,
barreling down the boulevard,
right here.
This is classic sound. Right?
looking for the hardest Saturday night.
Ooh.
Dude, now imagine it actually is
Hey,
Saturday.
oh.
And you're walking, you're looking for
I
your
guess
own
a
fucking
jingling,
answers,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
This shit is all about trying to find your own secret Saturday, baby.
Get all tingling 'cause you grew.
What do you do on your secret Saturday, Max?
Well, a lot of it. Ideally, dude, I like to put on some music, walk around, and just watch, dude. I really fucking... Because... Man, I mean, this has been, for whatever reason, this has been a little bit of a more, like, kind of honest episode of the pod. I'm really having a hard time with the not drinking and trying to enjoy a Saturday night like I used to. And not in like I'm so bummed about it, but it's not like it used to be where it was, I'm going to go to a bar, I'm going to drink, with or without people,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna find a fun time. Now it's like, damn, I'm on the other side of it, watching other people have their fun time and find their own, and it's not bad. It's just this is what I do now.
Dude,
it's like I like to watch that shit. I like to see. I wrote for like an hour, the other day, just watching people bust around the city and shit, and it's fun.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I drive out of Greenwich Village, back to Flatbush, it's like when I'm coming over, I'm turning right on Bowery, and you see all these people, just masses of people, young people, looking good out on the town, just waste. I'm always like, yeah.
That used to be me.
I'm gonna listen to this song next time I do it, where I'm just like, yeah, just.
But that puts it into a weird perspective, and I like that. Of like,
it's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet because you do feel like it's not like I'm better than these people, or whatever. It's just like I did that. I've lived that way for a while. Now it's time to like kind of do something else.
Yeah.
And it's not a negative, but it is like I do miss the fun, and I was telling somebody the other day that. It's hard to explain how much I miss the chaos of drinking and I miss the mess that I
That
used.
is it, man.
It doesn't sound right. It like people don't understand that a lot of time. I don't think a lot of people that like don't really let themselves lose their shit for a while understand why it's appealing to go back to.
Yeah.
It's like it sucks.
You're living by your wits. You're just out there,
and you're making everybody else's life a little bit tougher, but
sometimes you're making it a whole lot funner, though.
Always more fun, exciting. I don't know about fun, but you know what a lot of people do is, whoa, what are we going to do now? We're in a situation we didn't want to be in, and it's always like, you're just like, I know, pretty cool, right? It's like, not cool at all, dude.
I feel like you've dragged me to so many things where I was like, well, how the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
We had especially when we were like in high school, it was like, dog, it's after midnight. We got to sneak out. We're going to like roll the car out of the driveway.
We're going to drive to fucking Midtown.
It was always somewhere in the big city.
Yeah.
We're going to the city. And it would always
just like kids on Long Island. Yo.
Yeah, dude.
We're the Long Islanders.
We are, dude.
But only kind of. We're like outer borough Queens. We're outer borough Queens.
Yeah, you know what outer borough Queens is?
What?
Long Island. Dude, that's what it is. It's technically, we're on Long Island right now. And it's
not right now, not actively.
Yes.
No, right now here.
Brooklyn is Long Island.
No, shut the fuck up. You are making me mad.
Can I ask you something?
You're not right.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Saying this?
Well, hold on. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been to Long Island?
Yeah.
Have you driven?
Yep.
Did you have to cross a bridge? Did you?
No, but you're not honoring the spirit of Long Island. This is about honoring spirit. And Sandy Springs is not quite Long Island spirit.
Okay.
I would say outer borough Queens.
We're Floral Park Queens.
Is that right?
Maybe, or Middle Village.
Sure.
We're off the M.
What are you comfortable with? Because I don't have any outer borough Queens.
I thought we were Long Island boys, dude.
Alpharetta's Long Island.
Okay.
So we would drive to Long Island.
That's right. We were right in the middle, dude. We got the best of both worlds. We did.
It's true.
We really did. When I think about that, I think we had some friends that were real fucking like dumb. I don't want to say dumb. We had some real fucking low country people we hung out with.
Yeah.
And we also had our sophisticated city friends that wore turtlenecks and talked about books.
They didn't do that. They all wore denim, had like safety pins in their ears, and let you drink when you were under 21.
That's right. And we thought they were intellectuals.
They were cool.
They
are cool. Dude. They are cool.
They are cool.
Fuck, man. Those were good times.
The best. And dude.
Working at Serpaz, going to Jack's Pizza and Wings when Jack's Pizza and Wings was popping.
Serpaz closed, and it really bums me out.
Yeah.
It bums me out. We had some good times, dude. I remember that was the first time I saw meth was at Serpaz. Was one of the line cooks was like, "You want Coke?" I was like, "Yeah, all right, let's see what cocaine's about." And then he handed me something. I was like, "I know that this is not cocaine."
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, "No, it's ice." I was like, "I don't want this, dude. Get this out of my face." And yeah, really grew as a person because of it. Yeah, exciting times, dude. But that does some of the shit that one of the things I put in the playlist today is something from that time that I remember like listening to in high school a lot.
Yeah.
Were you ever like, I know a lot of our friends were listening to Rilo Kiley. Did you ever get into them?
No.
Really?
No.
Dude, I think you're going to love this.
What is it?
This is Portions for Foxes by Rilo Kiley.
Portions for Foxes is a cool name.
It's a great album. and this is the title track on that great album. I think you're gonna love this. This was very, very hip to listen to in high school.
I do like this.
It's great. Wait, oh, dude, you're not even ready for it.
Reminds me of what I like about Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah.
And what do you think the vocals are gonna be like?
I don't know. I can't tell.
I'm really gonna throw you. This is gonna throw you for a loop. You're not. I'm so excited.
There's blood in my mouth 'cause I've been biting my tongue.
Yo.
Yep.
Yo.
This shit hits.
Oh, I love this, Bex.
It's great. This band kicks so much ass, and you're gonna love. Oh wait, hold on.
There is no mystery left.
It's
Wow.
so
Wow.
good,
I'm so glad
dude.
I stuck around because I
Dude.
wanted to pause it and be like, leads to sex. Jesus.
No,
But it's a
dude.
blunt line, and then she follows it up with there's no mystery left.
Dude,
Wow.
I
Wow.
fucking love this band. And they don't play anymore, but wait till I tell you who the singer and the guitarist are.
Tell me.
Okay. What was your favorite what was your favorite coming of age show growing up?
Boy Meets World.
Okay. Perfect. You remember Jimmy the Rat?
No.
Damn it, dude! Damn it! Jimmy the Rat! He had the grease back hair.
Jimmy, yeah. He
That's
hung out
the
with
guy-
the big motherfucker.
Yes, that's
Jimmy
the
the Rat.
guitarist of Rilo
That's
Kiley.
so cool.
Dude, and Jenny Lewis is the singer. Do you
Who's
know
Jenny
Jenny
Lewis?
Lewis was another child actor. She was in Disney movies and shit. She has gone on to have one of the coolest solo careers, making some of the best music. She kicks so much ass. Rilo Kiley kicks so much ass. I can't recommend them enough to you, Michael. I think you're gonna fucking love
Oh, wow.
them.
That's exciting.
Dude, great band, great music, and I just remember
I'm
like,
in.
every girl that I've ever dated has been wildly in love with Jenny Lewis, and that's always like
That makes so much sense. I'm looking at pictures of this girl right now.
amazing.
But yes, every girl you've dated.
Well,
has-
you're probably looking at some of the new stuff where she's in bodysuits that are really
No,
glittery
no,
and
I'm
cool.
looking at bangs. I'm looking at
Oh,
bangs
we love
and
bangs,
flowing
Jenny
red
Lewis.
hair.
Dude, she's got a part. She is a part of so much music that you don't realize.
I love that.
Like the Postal Service. Did you ever get into the Postal Service?
No, but I know of the Postal
They're
Service.
excellent. She was like a singer in the Postal Service. She was in. She's been in a lot of songs where I'm like, I'll look something up and be like, "Holy shit, Jenny Lewis is the woman singing on this song," and it blows my
Hell yeah.
fucking mind.
Well, now I know her voice, so maybe I'll recognize it on other stuff.
But you won't. That's what's so cool about her.
She switches
She's
it
a
up?
chameleon, dude.
Oh!
She fits into every genre of every style of music you can think of. She's done something in it.
That's
and it's-
somebody. That's hero level stuff.
Dude, it's
I'm
like
excited.
It's like Damon Albarn level, like hands and shit.
Maybe I'll put a picture of her on my wall. Put her on my vision board. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to.
I want to be her now.
Okay,
Sorry.
there we go. No, it's cool. What the fuck was she a guest on that it blew my mind?
Why did you say fuck there? Because it was so aggressive.
I don't know. I got confused. I was like, because it went.
What the
Because
fuck was
let
she
me
a guest on?
I don't know. Well,
Was
because this is where it went. It went from I'm gonna put a poster of her up on my wall to like, all right, dude, we're 30 years old. We don't
Yeah.
need to be putting girls on our walls no more. We're adults.
Yeah.
To I'm gonna put her on my vision board. But that's not what I was thinking, and I don't think it was either. I think you were trying to pivot away initially because you realized what you had said, and then it went from I want to put her on my vision board to I want to be Jenny Lewis, and I was like, dog, you just found out
Well, no,
about her a minute
it's
ago.
because I wasn't clear about my intentions. Sometimes I like to put people on my wall that inspire me. So you said she was a chameleon with her voice, and I was like, that's something cool to aspire to.
And that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I should have been more clear.
No, it's fine. And I say this fully being aware that I am directly underneath a Justin Towns Earl poster. I'm very aware of the what's the word? Hypocriticism.
Sure.
Hypocrisy.
Sure.
Damn. What was she a guest on, though? Because it's going to drive me nuts. I feel like she was on maybe a Justin Towns Earl thing. And I have to know this. I'm sorry. I'll look this up later. I don't need
Okay.
to do this on the pod.
Well, I do have a song for you that was
Gimme.
given to me by a very strong female vocalist from Atlanta.
Yes.
Miss Elaine Edenfield, who is the lead singer of Warehouse, which you can check out. Warehouse is amazing.
They're an Atlanta band?
They are, but now they're up in New York, and I think she's working with the guitarist from Warehouse, and they're producing new stuff.
Well, and yeah, let's hear it.
And it's not that.
Oh, okay.
This is a band she showed me. We've really got to big up our friends on this show.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But for right now, this is just something that was recommended to me by Elaine Edenfield.
Okay.
And I love it. It's a band called Wire, and the song is called Mannequin. It's their top song, but there's so many other great songs by this band. Wire, just some punk.
Give it to me. Okay.
So it's just down the barrel.
Yep.
Takes a second to come in. I'm going to skip ahead at some point.
Go for it.
Just see how it starts. And then we skip ahead. Oh man, I'm really dragging this out. I can feel
It's
it.
fine. Okay. Oh.
Here it comes in.
I don't.
This is where it gets good. You might like this.
It's all right. I think the problem. It's not bad at all.
But it's just that.
I just don't know where I would listen to it. I just don't.
That's fair. Well, I love it, and I listen to it all the time, and I don't know where, but I could feel it dragging as I was showing it to you.
No, it's okay. It's
Not
like,
as exciting as Rilo Kiley,
I get that.
but I do think it's a very good song.
It is.
And it's like a little chanty anthem.
I love a chant. I love a. Well,
la.
dude, we're
It's like in
historically
everything.
la la guys.
Yeah, we are. We're
We
la la
are. We're
guys.
la la guys.
We're suckers for la las.
Established.
I mean, matter of fact, but you go ahead. You say it.
When you got, well, I was gonna say when it got to the chorus or whatever that part was, I was like, all right, I'm bought into it.
Yeah.
But it's like there are a lot of songs that I do like that I don't listen to except for the chorus.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I love the chorus.
They built to that chorus in a really cool way where they sort of subverted the first go
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I skipped ahead to it because it's the most compelling part of the song, but they built to it in
Well,
a
dude,
nice way.
you know what the beauty of that is? It's gonna be in the master playlist.
So you can listen to that if you ever want to.
Well, that means I'm gonna listen to it because I put that playlist on.
I
all the
listen to that
goddamn
playlist
time.
all the time.
It's the best.
You know the king of La 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 songs?
Is this that peaches and moldy peaches song?
No.
Women's ways,
Got this.
and it ain't too long, but I make you feel a man.
Faces, Ooh La La.
But love is blind, and you soon
Who is
will
this?
find
Faces.
you're just a boy
I love this.
again.
Listen to this.
Michael.
This is Ooh La La by Faces. I'm sure you've heard this.
I don't think I've ever heard this.
There's a chorus that I think you got it.
I'm so bought in on this.
Okay, let me skip ahead. Come on. Fuck.
Rooms are great, they come on strong.
Fuck! We gotta. Okay, listen. We're gonna stop.
Yeah.
You know what the king of all Ooh La La songs is?
Huh.
You know this one?
No, what is this?
Ooh La La by Faces.
Dude.
When you wanna live, you get a cheek, makes you wonder
I feel like you have to.
I don't
this
know
chorus,
this.
though.
if you want some
This is-
more.
I love this. I'm so bought in.
Yeah?
Yes.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la la.
See, they're Ooh La
Dog.
Las, but this is the chorus.
The trap you
Dude!
that I knew what I know now.
Where are these guys from?
I don't know, but it was what Rod Stewart used to be a part of. But
What?
they used a different lead singer for this song. It was like
This
the
is.
bassist or
I
something.
love that. I don't think I've ever heard this.
It's a great
I thought
song.
you were gonna tell me this is like new shit.
no.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
This is great.
It's a great song.
I love this.
It's in Without a Paddle. It's the closing song in Without a Paddle.
This does seem like a closing song to a movie.
Yes.
Holy shit, and it makes sense without a paddle. This is some Brits trying to be American. I get it.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, I think we do have one more. This is something that we're really trying to push. If you've got music that you want, that you're excited about, we want to hear it. This came in from the Discord, dude.
Ooh.
This is from Threat Level Midnight. I don't know who you are, Threat Level Midnight, but I love where your head's at. He sent us a Waxahachie song.
Oh, shit.
And dog, I gotta say, I saw Bright Eyes last year at Forest Hill Stadium, and Waxahachie opened, and I cannot begin to express the level of like excitement Waxahachie had to be playing music for the first time after the pandemic. And how quickly it dropped when Connor Oberst came on stage from Bright Eyes and was like, "What, do you think we weren't going to do this?" And it's like, get over yourself, dog. You know how exciting it was to see somebody that's genuinely enjoying being here? Let's live in that for a little longer. And I think Waxahachie's great.
Hell yeah. So this is Can't Do Much by Waxahachie.
Let's do it.
Will you pull up the GarageBand real quick?
Yes.
Okay. Can't Do Much by Waxahachie.
Have you heard this?
No.
It's great. Kevin Morby?
Yes, I do.
This is his wife.
Really? Oh, fuck yeah. I feel like I saw that in a Wikipedia search recently. And I was like, oh, look at that. But I don't remember.
They play music together and it's great.
I love it. I'm adding it to my like songs. Thank you so much, Threat Level Midnight.
Dude, we love Threat Level Midnight. We love everybody in the Discord. And you can get in there and send us more tunes.
Please
dude.
do.
And I like Waxahachie a lot. Just like that whole album that this is on, every song is just kind of like upbeat, but not necessarily, right? Like both, like lyrically. But it's just fun music to listen to. She's got one more. Do you mind if I play you one more song?
Okay.
Because I really do. If people don't know about her, they have to, because she's excellent. This song on here is my favorite. It's called Fire. Mm-hmm. Just cool fucking, like, I love that piano. I love that Rhodes. And when she closed on this.
This is the closer?
No, but this is when she closed her live show.
Yeah.
Damn, I never realized how long the intro is.
I know, right? You don't realize till it starts. Oh, yeah, I know this song.
You know this song? God damn, dude. This was so cool to see live because people kind of groove, like, you can't help but do it. This, and just watching people on a tennis court, because that's what Forest Hills is.
Right.
Just fucking, like, grooving like this was so cool, dude.
Hell yeah. Fire by
Skip to Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
This is some, like, prime white girl shit.
I love this shit.
Dog, this is, I don't know what happened, but everybody, when I saw this live, everybody started having a picnic. It was insane, dude.
Love it, dude. Fire by Waxahachie is so good.
So good, dude. I think, well, fuck, man. Anything else we gotta, is there any, like, shit that we have to bring up?
I don't think so.
Dude.
Check out the YouTube.
Yeah, man. We're putting clips up. We're doing all that.
Yep.
It's there. Discord. This one, I know that it's we're getting into the heat of summer, dude.
Yeah,
and
dude.
it's slowing.
It is. It slowed us down
It's
at the end.
slowing
We're
us
feeling
down
it.
at the end. We're feeling it too, but don't worry about it. You stick with the boys. You're not paying for this.
And we'll get you back. We'll get you on the next one, bro.
Yeah.
I swear.
No, it's fine.
No,
man.
it was good. Thank you guys for hanging out with us
Thank
this
you.
week.
If you're in New York on July 29th, P&T Knitwear, we need everybody to show up. That show's going to be super fun. We've got some fun surprises planned. It's going to be an exciting show. Be there. Michael, do you have any, you want to take us out on some Larry David bullshit again?
You know I do, Max.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Oh, yeah, way. Oh, now you know me. Got my lady, look like Larry D. And I am so happy, know me. Got my lady, look like Larry D. And I am just so happy now. Yeah, you know what?
Then I got a lady look like Larry David. Then I got a lady look like Larry David.
I know that's
Then
right.
I got a lady look like Larry David.
I know that's
Then
right.
I got a lady look like Larry David.